Hey, it's Tman. I'm at Lake 3 in the Chequamegon National Forest, and I'm going to be hiking the North Country Trail tomorrow. And Lake 3 here is kind of like an old campground. It does have some picnic tables, but basically right now it's being used by people who are hiking the North Country Trail, and we got some right here. Look at this, they're hammock campers. They've got their hammocks set up over there. And who do we have here?
Kim Voda.
Kim? And who's this?
And Brian.
Kim and Brian. And where are you guys from?
Butternut.
Butternut. That's not too far away. But you, how long ago you've been? You said you recently moved there within a few years.
3 years ago.
3 years ago, and before you knew about the trail at your other location.
By Iron River.
By Iron River, you used to hike the trail up there.
Yep.
And tell us about your hike today. And where are you hiking this?
We started yesterday in Mellon, and we're hiking all the way to 202.
Okay, so you've been hiking for 1 day or 2 days?
We started yesterday afternoon.
This will be the second day.
Yep.
So what are some of the cool things you've seen so far?
That overlook was cool.
The overlook.
The overlook.
Yeah.
You had a great overlook along the way, and then you also seen a backpacking shelter too.
Yep.
I stayed one night in that.
Okay. And you're going out to Forest Road 202.
Yep.
It might take you a couple more days. The red-headed woodpecker right there on the sign. It was pecking away. Now it's flying away over that tree. And so I'm at the Lake 3 campground, but it's not a or it's kind of been abandoned, except for us backpackers that come off the North Country Trail. They still have latrine that's fairly nice up over there, and there's some picnic tables and fire grates and stuff like that. I guess they kept them just in case they decided to reopen it again, or you know, for us backpackers. But some of the, you can tell it's right here's a bench that's been, maybe those woodpeckers have been pecking on it. But that's what the campground looks like, and then the lake is just down the hill here, and there's a boat launch down this way that's still being used. This is Mineral Lake Road, but this is right across the road here is the Lake 3 campsite. And basically I'm parked here on Mineral Lake Road, and I'm going to be heading west here. That's the trail heading east over there to Mellon. I'm heading west towards Drummond. Just double check the car again. Make sure everything's locked. Then check. Yeah, it seems like everything's locked. Yeah, that's good. And I'm on my way. So we're going here. Kevin's gonna pick up the car sometime. Kevin and Ellie, and they're taking it over to Highway 63 near Drummond. And here's what I'm looking forward to: Beaver Lake in 3 miles, the Swedish Settlement in 8 miles. So we'll see how far we get. Coming down this way, we're coming up on a cute little creek. Here's the spot where it looks like they've done some trail work here. Right there. And we got a little creek over on this side. And here's the trail bridge coming up over here. Quite a big trail bridge, as a matter of fact. But that's the way the Forest Service has been making them, I guess. there it is. Coming past the marshy area. I don't know if that's, and I see a farm over across the way. That might be Sites Lake, I think it might be, because there's a road going in from Mineral Lake Road. So that might be a farm, maybe the Sites farm, and this is what they consider Sites Lake. S-E-I-T-Z. We're just hiking down the road, the trail here, and originally back in the 80s when they made the original North Country Trail, they just came through with a bulldozer in the Chequamegon National Forest and the Chequamegon National Forest. You can kind of see here where the banks, maybe they bulldozed through here. Maybe that was going on, if that's how they originally built the trail in the forest. Okay, I've gotten to this area with all this straw on the trail. It looks like they've been doing some construction here. This seems to go down to a creek over here. Kevin Schran that said they were in with big pieces of equipment. So I don't know if that's going to be a future bridge right there, or if it's an old bridge, and there's a bridge over that way. We'll go take a look at it. But they've been doing some construction here on the North Country Trail, the Forest Service. So that's good. Here's a little thing that came up. So when he said there was equipment coming in here, so maybe part of this is from the equipment, you know, part of the destruction or whatever you want to call it, or maybe that's how they got the equipment across the river over here. And here, look at here, this must be beautiful new bridge here. Wow. All right. Doesn't say what creek it is, but they've been in here working on this. It's incredible. This is the construction site here. And there's a cute little creek. That must have been the old way. And we got steps over here. And some gravel to walk on, and then we got more hay over here on the ground. I met a family out hiking. Here they come, and they're just out hiking, enjoying the North Country Trail. So good seeing you people. Have a good one. And we're still on I swallowed a mosquito. We're still on this road that is made by when they fixed the bridge. All right, I made it out to a road. There's really no signage here or anything. And I don't know where the North Country Trail goes, except for those people are going down that way. So, Kevin, we need some signage here or something. I don't know what's going on here. I went back a couple hundred yards and I did miss a turn off right here. I believe this is the North Country Trail. I didn't think it was supposed to go out to that road quite yet. I do believe this is the North Country Trail here, but the construction is messing up the signage there, or the what would you say, the blazing or the whatever. I guess it's all the same. It'll get you this same spot, but this it says North Country Trail right there. So I'm back on the real North Country Trail. All right, I'm at the Beaver Lake campsite. Here's Beaver Lake, and this is what amounts to be the beach right here. Evidently, it's just down from a campsite, and that's it. And over that way evidently is a boat landing over this way. So and they had a water pump and two different latrines. Hey, it's Tman. I'm here at the junction of the North Country Trail and Beaver Lake Campground Trail is down that way, maybe about 1/8 of a mile. Not too far. There's a logbook right here. I like putting on it with little letters, logbook, with the like letters that you use for like a mailbox or something. When we have them in the Heritage Chapter, I do that, but so people know that's a logbook. But I said down there is the Beaver Lake Campground. It's really nice. Just checking to make sure I didn't drop anything along the way. But I didn't open up my backpack. I just wrote in the logbook. But I seen that family that was hiking. They're headed back to the Brunsweiler River. Evidently, that's a regular hike for them, out and back for them. I'm going away from the Beaver Lake, and it's just right over this way a little bit. But I see some orange flags up in the woods here, and this is about the spot where Kevin had, the Chequamegon chapter had picked out for a campsite. This is a fairly big hill to go up, but evidently the campsite's on the top of the hill. Maybe they're gonna have to put a switch back here for getting up this hill. But here's a ribbon right here, and it looks like it flattens out up here. Maybe. I don't see any other ribbons. I don't know what's going on. Let me go a little bit more. But it was supposed to be on top of a hill up from the lake. So I don't know if that's it right here. This little knoll here, where they'd have to clear out quite a bit of stuff here. And perhaps that's it. I don't see any more flags. I come down this way, see if I see any more flags. I don't. Wait, way over there's a flag. So maybe we're gonna keep going here. But okay. Oh, I got a nice view down into the valley there. It's a little bit of a walk for water, but not incredibly bad, because the Beaver Lake's just maybe, let's say 200 yards away. And here looks like the spot that's going to be the campsite, right here. Look at all the ribbons they got. Oh yeah, they can find, you know, if they clear some of this underbrush up, they can find a good spot for some tent pads, I think, you know. So I just want to say to Kevin, I think that's a great plan. They're planning on building around 5 to 8 backpacking campsites, and to make their section more popular, which that's a great idea. Hey everybody, I'm on this little knoll above Whiskey Creek, and I think this is where I followed some orange ribbons up to here, and I think this is where they have designated as a campsite, but maybe an alternative, it says alternative campsite, which means if the Forest Service doesn't like the campsite over by Beaver Lake, because it's too close to the Beaver Lake campground, this is another mile or so down the trail, and that'd be farther away to space out the campsite. Alright, so we're gonna come down here and take a look at the creek here. Over there's the ribbons for the trail. I'll show you the Whiskey Creek, which is right down here. And I'm just wondering, you know, Willie Nelson's got that song, Whiskey River, Take My Mind. I'm wondering what the Whiskey Creek takes. Maybe just like your libido or something like that. So we're coming down here. Like I said, I'm trying to reconnect with the North Country Trail that goes over this creek here. And it's a little further than I thought. But still, that's not as bad of a hike to get the water as the other campsite. Oh, here's the North Country Trail. Here. Oops. Made a little slip. And here's the sign. That's and then, like I said, the campsite would be up on that little knoll there. And here's a sign that says trail that way. It's pretty beat up. And here's the creek. So I gotta step over some rocks. So I'm gonna end the video now. Okay, this is the spot where they're putting in a bridge over this creek right here. And I just talked with a guy who was with the company, and just to see where I was, if I was at Forest Road 383, but I don't think so. Anyway, I've got to figure out how to cross this little creek here, and just wanted to show you this big construction project they're doing. I think it's because you know, recently they've had such big water events, flooding events, that they're making the bridges really, really good now. So that's my personal opinion. We're to this place right here where the North Country, it almost looks like it should go down that way, but it turns this way. I'm glad they put a nice sign there. And we're going over a creek. So maybe they rerouted a little bit for going over the creek. Here. That looks like some lumber from an old bridge. And here we go. I don't know, maybe these boards here are for getting the, it looks like there's boards out here, but maybe they're for getting the lawnmower up over too. It doesn't seem to be much of a creek here, it's just kind of a muddy area right there. And here's the spot where the railing's bad. Well, here's the MARENGO Valley. Right here, this is the first of 3 overlooks. And then we're having the Swedish Settlement and a backpacking shelter coming up in the next few miles. JUNIPER rock. That was pretty much hell on wheels. coming up from the MARENGO River. That was quite the ascent. And we're going to come over. I haven't been over the edge yet. Maybe I shouldn't go over the edge. But we'll go take a look and see what's going on. Yeah, from the MARENGO River to here is like less than 3/4 of a mile, and it's a big ascent here. Maybe we can see the river down below. Maybe not. Wow. All right. And those must have been the overlooks I was on earlier today over that way. The SALLYGIRL. Wow, Juniper Rock. That's incredible. Alrighty, I still got some daylight left, so I'm gonna get going and see how far I can get today. But this is quite the almost a 270-degree look here. Very outstanding. Hey, it's Tman. I'm at the Long Mile lookout. There's the lookout tower right there. I doubt if it's been being used anymore, but they haven't taken it down yet. Maybe they'll take it down someday. But here's the view. You don't have any. I haven't really looked around that much. Maybe there's more rock outcroppings. But here I'm drying a bunch of stuff. I had a bunch of other stuff up there too. It's about 9:30 in the morning, so I'm just having a little breakfast and you know, chilling out for a little bit. I walked 1.5 miles to get here, and just enjoying it. One thing of note, I thought I wasn't going to have any water coming here, but there was 2 little creeks that were running. But maybe in August they wouldn't be running. But that's where I'm at here. I'm eating some oatmeal right there that I made, and as soon as you start making stuff, you start putting it away. I've got the burner and everything put away. So I'll be getting ready to go. I'll be going through the Porcupine Lake Wilderness later on today. I believe I'm up to Club Lake Road. If you see these carcinite posts, what they can do, I've seen some places are on the back of it where it's blank. I mean, they just write the name of the road you're at, so you know where you're at. All right, so I'm gonna keep going here. Here I'm at Davis Lake, which is very beautiful. And this is the spot where it's not an official campsite, but people have camped here. And I was talking to Kevin Schramm, and he thinks that this is going to be an official campsite. Because everybody camps here anyway. But this is the water trail here. Here's another tent pad over here. Looks like the Chequamegon Chapter had proposed the campsite back in the woods here, back that way. But they think people are just gonna camp here by the lake anyway. I don't know if I'm just walking down the trail here. Beautiful looking lake. Maybe there's some more campsite areas along the lake up this way. Yeah, it looks over here. It looks like a bunch of spots here where people have camped before. This is one huge campsite, it looks like. And a nice knoll above the lake here, and that looks like it was a campfire area at one time. Now it's got butterflies. All right, I've made it out to Highway D, and here's, it says I'm started at 378, so I've done 4.3 miles so far, and there I believe is somebody's underwear. What does this say? Long Mile Lookout 2, East Davis Lake is right there, and we're coming out to a parking lot here, which is good. And see what it says over here, just North Country Trail. All right, and this is Highway D. Now I will be going into the Porcupine Lakes Wilderness, which means there probably won't be any blazing on the trail, but it probably won't matter because normally the North Country Trail is the only trail in town, so to speak, so you shouldn't get mixed up. Okay, it looks like it goes right here, and there's the parking lot. It's nice, and let's see what we got. They've got a list of the map of the Porcupine Lakes Wilderness, and a what do you call it, mileage thing there. So I'm on my way. Hey there, I'm in the middle of a beaver dam here. This is the beaver dam in the Porcupine Lake Wilderness area, and here's another beaver dam over here. This is one of those deals where the beavers are kind of terracing. You know, they have several beaver dams and they kind of terrace it up. But there's the main beaver pond right there. Well, I made it to Porcupine Lake. I need to pump some water. So I'm gonna pull up and pump water. This looks like a good spot. I don't know if there's any more spots down the way. But this big hill back here. Wow. Hey, it's Tman. Well, this is the 18-mile creek here. And right over there you see the grass is kind of ruffled up. I laid out my ground cloth and had supper there. And filtered some water and a bunch of other stuff. But right here, it's a little bit confusing. That almost looks like a trail there, but I think the trail is going, there's supposed to be a trail going to the parking lot, so, but this doesn't look like too much of a trail there. So this must be the trail here, and I'll head that way. And like I said, here's kind of a view of the 18-mile creek there. And the bridge is two logs over the river there. So that's what's going on. It's 5 o'clock. Not sure how long I'm going to keep going today. This is 10 miles right here. So I have 10 miles to do to get to my car. So whatever I do now is less time getting to my car tomorrow. Plus it's beautiful weather. Look at that beautiful weather. So I might as well keep going for at least another couple hours. And there's a tree that was a pain in the butt. I crawled under it. And I had to take my backpack off and everything. And I still got to get... I tried to move it, and I made it worse because it went a little lower. But, yeah, that was a full take the backpack off and crawl under. All right, I made it to the spot where the North Country Trail turns to the left, and that way goes out to a parking lot. So I am on the right track here, which is good. I hate having to backtrack, or in this case, if I would have went out to the road, I'd have just walked the road out down a little ways and caught the North Country Trail again. But I don't have to do that. It's really, really nice here. There it is. All right. This is the trail to the Lake Owen campground, which I'm not taking. I'm going on the North Country Trail this way. And shortly after this, it says there's a crossing of the road. So it must be up that big frickin' hill from here. Okay, I made it out to road 213, and that's where I've been today. All the way past I was started at Forest Road, I think it was 378. So I've done 6 miles. Actually, I think I'm up to 11 miles right now. So, this is Porcupine Lake Wilderness. I'm coming out of that, and I'm coming into just the regular Chequamegon National Forest. And over here it says picnic area, which is Lake Owen picnic area, is in 4.2 miles. It's 6 o'clock. I don't know if I'm going to make it all the way over there tonight, but there's a campsite before that the Chequamegon chapter is getting approved or is proposing. So I don't even know if I can make it that far. But anyway, that's where we're headed. And this is Forest Road 213, it says. I think it's also, oh, it's paved here. Look at this. I think it's also called Porcupine Lake Road. But there's the site I've been looking for. Lake Owens right there. There hasn't been any water since that 18-mile creek. So let's see what we got over here. Thought they'd have a mileage thing, but they don't. We came up to some sort of road here. And looks to be a driveway to someplace right there. What does it say? East Horseshoe Road. Anyway, this thing has been basically a whole bunch of hills. I thought it'd be a nice little hike next to the lake, but no. No, it's been hill after hill after hill. I'm hoping to find a spot shortly to be near the lake and camp. So hopefully it'll go to the lake soon. Alright, out here in the middle of nowhere they have this preserving the past about an archaeological dig, and how they've got protective sites and so on. And it kind of shows you the pottery, what it might look like if you found a piece of it. Well, anyway, this is when I finally seen the lake again, but it's been just a ball-busting hill affair here at Owen Lake. Hopefully, I'm trying to look for this alternative campsite that's called the Lake Owen Alternative, because it would be, they have one that they really want, and this would be, if that one doesn't get approved, they have a second one picked up. So I'm watching for orange ribbons to see if I can get to that campsite. I came down here and saw this bench, and I said, this is it. Because I'm totally pooped out. This Lake Owens segment is just like I thought everything would be right next to the lake and it'd be easy segment, but it's a barn burner. It's just really tough, a lot of hills. So I came down, I seen this. This is like the first water since that 18-mile creek, and because I know I'm too close to the lake and too close to the trail and all that stuff, but I'm just totally wore out. So I need some rest. The nice thing is I only have to go 6 miles tomorrow. 6 to, at the most 8. It's 7 o'clock in the morning on Friday. I'm at this spot on Lake Owens here. This is where my tent was. Everything's, well, a few little ferns got smushed, that's about it. And here's the bench over here, the Atlee Oswald bench. You can see it's got an AO on it. And I'm glad I stayed here because I needed to be close to water. My stomach got upset last night and I used up all my water. So this morning I had to get up. I just used it to kind of neutralize my stomach. And this morning I got up and I filtered a bunch more water, so I have it for today. But, you know, this isn't necessarily a campsite, and it's, I was just bushed last night. I thought this segment here next to Lake Owens was like near the lake, but it's up on a bunch of hills. So it's pretty strenuous so far. But there's the first boat going by today. I thought there'd be a bunch of boats going by, but you know, like for fishing and stuff. But alrighty, here's another sign right here, connected to the land, and you have Lake Owen down the hill there. And here's the place where somebody did some trail work right here. Look at that big tree that somebody cut at one time. Well, I'm glad I stopped where I stopped, because right after that there was another big hill. I don't think I'd have made it up there. Okay, finally we're getting to some spots where it's really spectacular. And look at this tree here. Wow. That's really, really cool. The tall pines. I didn't see that campsite, the Lake Owen alternative campsite. I didn't see any flags for that. Maybe it's still coming up, maybe not. Maybe I already passed it. But then there's the Lake Owen campsite, the one that they really want, not the alternative. And that's at the site of an old resort. So let's see if I can see that anytime in the future. Oh, here's another one of those signs. Wow. This looks incredible. They have these signs every so often on the trail. Trail to the pass. Oh, I am here. Yay. That was nice to know, because it doesn't look that I'm all that far from the day use area. Okay, and I don't know if the regular campsite should maybe I passed that up too. Oh well. All right, we're coming up to a sign. Let's see what this, like, the picnic grounds are. Out to the picnic grounds that way. I don't know how far they are. And it's called Melon, whatever, Too Late Campgrounds, 4.2 miles, Lake Owen picnic grounds that way. So I have to decide if I want to go over there or not, because I'm not sure how far that is away, but it should have water and, you know, picnic tables and a beach. I think it has. I'm going to sign the logbook and then see what happens after that. Hey everybody, I'm at the Lake Owen Day Use area right here. Got a water pump up there, a pavilion, a picnic pavilion. I've got my spot messenger beacon over there. And here's the lake and the beach. Look at that. Nice beach. And I'm just hanging out in my 6-ounce hammock. So this is why I brought it. I've used it 3 or 4 times already. So it's just a nice place to hang out and relax for a little while. Only got 4 more miles to go, so I did a little bit better yesterday than I thought. But I was getting bushed, so it feels good just to relax. I'm doing a fairly controversial thing. I guess it's not that controversial, but I'm stashing my gear right there. It's away from the trail and away from the road. This is Lake Owen Road here. Again, Forest Road 213. And I can't see it. It's down in a little hole there. But you want it so they can't see it from the trail, and you want it so they can't see it from the road, which I can't see it. So basically I got my wallet and my keys here. I took them out of my backpack, and I've got my North Face day pack, and for the next 3 miles I'm going to be slack packing. Now Chris, I grabbed my Chris Van Handel, who wrote a book on hiking the Ice Age Trail. She thought that was kind of crazy, but I mean the odds of somebody finding there is very, very low. I haven't even seen anybody on the trail. It's far enough from the trail you won't see it. And I'm just gonna have an enjoyable hike for the next 3 miles. Gonna hike without my backpack and enjoy it, and won't get quite so beat up. The main thing you gotta remember is to go back and get your gear. You know, I don't think any animals are gonna get into it, because most of the animals that do that are at night, but you never know. But no, Chris Van Handel has said, well, there's like $500 worth of gear there. Well, yeah, but I've done that several times and never had a problem yet. All right, we're coming up to this trail junction. There's well, this whole thing looks like a cross-country skiing setup here. All of this, it's extra wide. So we're connecting with this cross-country skiing trail system. It looks like we're going this way as there's a blaze on the tree over here. It looks like they need to do a little pruning around it, or else it's going to get covered up. So here we go. Back there where I joined the ski trail, and then it joined it for a little bit, and then it went off the ski trail. And here is the sign. Evidently we're going to the left. They should have an arrow right here saying you're going to the left. This might be another one of those cases where you're only on the ski trail just a little bit and then you go off. But we'll see, maybe not. Alright, we've gone around 200 yards and we're up to the spot where the North Country Trail, it's a junction, there's a ski trail there, but the North Country Trail takes a right off of that ski trail, and we're on our way. We're coming down. The one thing I want to say, I didn't see any creeks or streams or any place to get water along here, so you gotta load up it seems like up here in the Chequamegon you gotta load up when you can, because It's few and far without water sources. Wow, that was quite the descent. I think that's the biggest descent I've been on this hike. It went down for like 200 to 300 yards, if not a little bit more. I'm at the bottom now, and it still doesn't look like there's any creek or anything here to get water from. So now I'm going up a little bit. Hopefully it won't be that bad. We're at the third crossing of the ski trail here. This is just the crossing, so that's good. Oh, there was another ski trail right back there that I crossed. So maybe I'm not as close to Highway 63 as I thought I was. So I had a little bit of, heard a little bit of road noise. It seemed kind of far off. So we're coming out to something. Oh, it's a power line right away. Oh, I was hoping it would be Highway 63, but I am hearing some road noise. We're coming up to the site we wanted to see, right here. Highway 63. Wow. A little bit longer than I thought it was because the map shows like 3 or 4 ski trails that you cross, and you end up crossing like 5 or 6. Alright, so I just did 3.5 miles, and I got 1/10 of a mile left to do because evidently the parking lot's on a spur trail. Here comes a truck, a big van, or maybe that's the parking lot right there. They don't have a sign for parking. Lots of times they'll have a sign and NCT parking. And here comes a couple cars right there. I'll let them see me so they can have the story of seeing a crazy backpacker today. Alright, we're coming up on the old Highway 63, and there she is, a sight for beautiful eyes. The metal tent is right there. That's what I call my van. Yay! And looks like enough parking for 4 or 5 cars here, and I don't think it's too bad if you have to park next to the road. Alrighty, well that makes me happy. It's 11 o'clock, so I actually did this in like 2 days and 2 hours because I started 9 o'clock on Wednesday, right there. Alright, I'll sign the guest book and I'll be on my way. Okay, I'm back at Highway or Forest Road 213, just by Lake Owen, and I'm here at my gear stashing location, and it's up this way. And let's see if I can find it. There it is. I see it right there. Gotta go this way. Maybe the other way would have been better. Alright. Looks like everything's good. Nothing's been messed with. And I'm taking everything. Alrighty. Well, that saved a little bit of hauling this 25-pound pack for you know, 3.5 miles, made the last part of the hike more bearable. So, and it looks good. Okay, I'm on my way home. This is hole 4, and even though it's out in the open, I still managed to hit a tree with it. Oh yay! I haven't been doing so well. There's been a couple times where I hit a tree like 10 feet away, and then there was one time I missed the hole when I was only like 8 feet away. So, but it's something to do. Had a good backpacking trip. I think the part that got me was I thought Lake Owens was going to be easy, but it's not. It's pretty much a big hilly area. I just thought, oh, it goes around the lake, so it should be nice and easy. But I had a lot of inspiration on the trip. That Brian that I met at Lake 3, it was that Kim and Brian, the couple. Brian was in a wheelchair not too long ago, and they did a surgery, and now he can go backpacking. So that was an incredible story. The other incredible story was Corey Woltering broke the record on the Ice Age Trail for the fastest known time. I didn't think that was going to happen because in the Southern Kettles he was like 40 miles behind Annie's time, and well, I guess the Southern Kettles is Annie's home field advantage, but you know, he came back and he set the record by like about 4 or 5 hours. So that was incredible. Okay, so my next hole's kind of around the corner there. Let's see what damage I can do here. I'm pretty close. I've got my mid-range one. I don't have a putter. So just a nice spot here in Arborvitae, I guess it is. And just decided to take a break and do a few holes and see what happens here. Let's see what I can do with my mid-range. Oh, I got close. So some stuff happening here. Wanted to check out this golf course just for as I heard about it. This is maybe the most far north golf course in Wisconsin there is for disc golf. So let's see if I can screw this up. Oh, I made it. Alrighty, that's good. Alright, I think I'm going to be heading on my way, but see you guys all on my next adventure.